Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of the Power Rangers Dino Charge Dino Com. So this is the buckle of their belts, which is also used for communication in the show, or I assume will be, given the name of it. They're probably sticking with that function, and also can store Dino Chargers. So the toy here is kind of in that like regular weapons class, kind of like the cheaply made gun and sword toys we've gotten previously. Obviously here you see you get the buckle there, and then you get one Dino Charger, which is the Triceratops, the Pink Ranger. I don't know why I had to add that bring at the end, but it says on the back. You got the little number here, which I'm going to show the differences here in a minute actually to something else. But here is the little animation it does, just like the other ones. It goes from brave in to, or brave out to brave in. The only real difference, only real main complaint I have in terms of detail from these over the Japanese version is the little eye. But here is the one that comes with the Dino Charger pack, and as you can see there actually is a difference. This one is outlined in black and this one is outlined in white, and this one is quite a bit larger, the picture for the Triceratops. So let's try to get it to its mode. There we go. So now, I don't know why there's so many inconsistencies, and to be honest, I've heard there's some in the packs as well. I don't remember if mine had them or not, but I honestly didn't notice because I am an idiot. We all know this. I didn't notice the differences, but there are. I feel like maybe the numbers being different colors might be a mistake. I don't know, but maybe they did the pictures in a different size to give you some differences for buying the different kinds. I'm not entirely sure why they would do that. Usually when they want to differentiate something like that, they make it clear. But I could definitely see them making the picture bigger as a subtle difference. But the numbers, it definitely seems weird. And there might even be some packs that have the white outline. I'm not sure how far the inconsistencies go. I do prefer the larger picture on it. So yeah, there's that. It does make the same sound as you probably saw in the other review if you watched it, but let's just show it just in case.
Charger, engage! Energize! Unleash the power! Triceratops, Power Ranger Pink!
Yeah, so there is that. That's about it for that. So here's the Dino Com, which honestly doesn't look too bad. Usually in these reviews I do have a comparison to the Japanese version, and I do have the Japanese version of this, but I actually packed it and Gold's version of it away with a bunch of rider belts I didn't need out, and they're in a crawl space currently, so I do apologize. I didn't have time to get to them before that. But the other one is like a little bit, if I remember right, a little bit larger, a little bit flatter. The details aren't as hugely different. I believe the front of the other ones is just a sticker. But this one honestly doesn't look too bad. It's a pretty decent size in your hand. It doesn't feel too big or too small. This piece is a button here, which we'll show in a second. I think that the side detail here, which I always thought was really neat design-wise, of the dinosaur mouth actually looks pretty good. So overall, I mean, this has never been one of my absolute favorite things, but I think for what it is, it doesn't look too bad as a display piece. Really not too many complaints. Here you have the little clip here so you can put on your belt. You can remove it or open that. Thanks, spoiler alert. I was going to show that in a minute. There we go. So you can remove it if you want, if that's what's blowing up your skirt these days. But yeah, so clip that on your belt, your suspenders. I don't know what you're doing, Urkel. So obviously, thanks to the spoiler alert, this does open, which you probably already knew, to hold batteries. It can hold 3 of them like this. The other one, if I remember, I did also only hold 3, but the difference is rather than, opening it up and having this mold in here, this little piece actually popped out, and there was a little container, and you would slide them in, and it popped out and in, and it's pretty accurate to the show. It's definitely not enough for a collection holder. This is definitely more of a maybe display them in there, store a few extra ones, kid having fun wanting to be like the show type deal. And the other one, twists around, so like you can do that with your belt, but the other one, the way it would open, you'd open it up and it would pop out. But it does have sounds, which is something sort of over the other one. So you press this button and it'll cycle through several different sounds. They're in a random order, so let's go ahead and show that off. So you got some roars. Charge it up. See the roars again.
It's morphin' time!
Is it though?
Charge it up! Power Rangers Dino Charge! It's morphin' time! Power Rangers Dino... Charge it up!
There's also the beatbox feature. It's not a real feature. But so yeah, just like the sort of second class morphers and stuff, like the old Samuraiser, they cycle through the sounds at random. It is kind of a plus, I guess, to have sounds compared to the other one, but it's really nothing special. It's a dinosaur roar and generic Power Rangers stock voice. But so overall, this thing I think is a pretty easy pass. I could see kids liking it, you know, as wanting to be like the show and have it on and pulling out Dino Chargers for their morpher. And it makes an okay display piece. Like just sitting here, if you put that on your shelf, I think that looks pretty good. But it's honestly nothing spectacular. It's not the coolest design. The sounds are nothing to write home about. I recommend picking up the Charger version of this just because you get another Charger and a little mini dinosaur figure. So yeah, this is an overall okay toy, but an easy pass. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at WritersRangersRamos.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's Dawson Ryder, signing out.